Good. Now let's get into the powerhouse and let's do something real meaty, beefy and juicy. The higher grade students, are you ready? You've got to know the remainder theorem really, really well. Let's put you to the test. Here we go. When f of x is divided by x squared minus x minus 2, the remainder is 4. And the quotient is g of x. Wow, I haven't even given you the question, and when you read this, it's already like a bit hectic. Let's carry on. Find the remainder when f of x is divided by x plus 2, x plus 3, sorry, if f of x and g of x leave the same remainder when divided by x plus 3. I'm going to give you some time back there at home to copy this down. So I'm going to give you some time to copy it down. I'm going to read it slowly for you. And while we're reading it, I'm going to highlight some of the important lines here which refer directly to the statement of the theorem of the remainder theorem. It says when f of x is divided by x squared minus 2, you should automatically realize that the remainder theorem can only be applied if you are dividing by a linear expression. This is when we're dividing by x squared. This is not linear. So we cannot apply the remainder theorem after this line here. When f of x is divided by x squared minus x minus 2, that's not great. That's because it's not great because it's quadratic. It's a problem for us because our remainder theorem says that when this thing says is divided by, it needs to be a linear expression. Anyway, when f of x is divided by this expression, which is not linear, the remainder is 4. And the quotient is g of x. Again, you're saying, what are you talking about? The quotient. What is the quotient? I don't know what the quotient is. It's a word that gets used in these questions often because remainder theorem is about division. So we must know about all those different terms that relate to division, such as divisor, quotient, remainder. So quotient, we will discuss that briefly. Then it says, find the remainder when f of x is divided by x plus 3. And now, if we look at that, we can maybe get a little bit excited because that's directly in line with the statement of the remainder theorem. What does the remainder theorem say? It says when f of x is divided by x plus a or x minus a, the remainder is f of, and do I put a plus 3 or a minus 3 inside the bracket? I always put the opposite, so it would be minus 3. Great. If f of x and g of x leave the same remainder when divided by x plus 3. So if you divide f of x by x plus 3 or you divide g of x plus x plus 3, you're going to get the same remainder. Wow, what a question. I love this thing. It's going to teach us so much. So best you be glued to your screen and you be watching what's coming through now.